Amen. Very cool. Well, on the topic of dive bars, because obviously that's how we know
Yeah.
you, and the pod is
Yeah.
here. And tell us a little bit about, it's very interesting to me. Uh, Only in the discovery of the bariatric community
Hmm.
did I know that, as I got to know the community, did I know that caffeine could be bothersome. I don't think it influences you as much. And could you share just how you got to
Absolutely.
enjoy the bars? Are some good
Yeah.
for you? And
Yeah.
what do they hit like? Because it has different
Yeah.
speeds of feeling that you're digesting it.
Definitely.
So,
So for me, I actually learned about dive bars from Katie, who works with you, who is not a bariatric patient.
right.
As a bariatric patient, you are told you need to always hyper focus on protein, and so a lot of bariatric patients tend to gravitate toward protein bars, protein shakes, and things like that. And when I was introduced to dive bars, I was already sick of all. I was like, oh God, I don't want to mention and put shade on any of the bars, but I was like, these are all gross. I don't want to keep trying spending my money on protein bars because none of them taste good. And Katie was like, no, just trust me. Order a sample pack of dive bar and you're gonna love it. And I was like, ah, okay, it's gonna be like any other one. I'm gonna eat one and I'm gonna throw it in the trash. I ate one and I was like, oh my God, I need to order more because it was the first time that I tasted something that actually tasted really good, like cookie dough to me. It didn't have that nasty protein aftertaste. It settled really well in my bariatric stomach. Now, as far as caffeine goes, I am sensitive to caffeine. Now, however, I had a choice. I used to drink coffee. I gave up coffee because I'm like, why am I going to drink coffee when I can get my protein and eat a dive bar? So I literally quit coffee and switched over to eating a dive bar in the morning. Now, if I eat two in a row, I'm going to be buzzing and it's going to hit a little differently, right? Which I have
Sure,
done. Don't
sure.
don't get it twisted. I've done that, but
Right.
they actually are very filling for me. They don't the buzz does not bother me at all. It's the same equivalent to having a cup of coffee. And especially if you're a bariatric patient, you're not going to inhale a bar at the speed of somebody who has not had weight loss surgery. So I'm going to nibble on it for like a good 30 minutes. So it takes longer for it to hit my system, if that makes sense.
And
Sure.
for me,
Oh yeah.
I have a couple heart problems, issues. Tachycardia is one of them, and I'll get it's. I'm pretty sensitive to high doses of caffeine or lots of caffeinated with sugar deals.
Mhm.
And I think the caffeine is a nice light. Like it wakes you up and you go, hey, how come I'm not falling asleep here? Well,
Hmm.
it takes the edge off
Yeah.
of just kind of being drained.
It wakes me up every
Yeah,
morning. When I
yeah.
travel, that's literally I was in the airport all weekend and I'm like dive bar. I get on the plane, dive
Yeah,
bar.
and it helps
Right.
you get your workout in too.
Yeah.
That's
And
you get the protein and work out.
Yeah.
I when I talk to folks, you've seen some of the conferences and some of the more sterile industrial conferences where you're just talking to
Yeah.
strangers for 10 hours a day,
Yeah.
thousands and thousands of people at a fitness expo, food expo. Um, I always say, and I know the bariatric stomach has a different functionality post surgery, of course, but
Yeah.
I always say, if you know a guy who has had marijuana edibles, that guy could tell you that it takes a good hour or two for the marijuana to kick in.
Exactly.
And that's the
Yep.
stomach doing its work. It has to break things down to the molecular
Yep.
level, absorb it, and
Yep.
get that into the bloodstream. Whereas if we drink alcohol or if you drank a THC
Yeah.
beverage, or you smoke
Yeah.
anything, you get that smoke. It's in your blood to the lung to the
Yep.
brain. 2 minutes. It's
Yep.
subtle when you eat something. It's a slower kind of
Which is
cruise in.
exactly
Yeah,
why. Yep, that's exactly why I
yeah.
switched over to eating it because when I was drinking it after surgery, when I was drinking caffeine, I would get that head rush and I would feel dizzy. But eating it, I feel like not only does it take a little bit longer to kick in, but it also lasts longer for me. And two birds, one stone. I get to get in my first meal of the day and I get a little protein and caffeine burst. Like it's perfect for me. And I also do another one typically like midday, whether it's a snack size one or a full one, just depending. I'll do a second one during the day and that will get me through the last half of my day. So